Hello lovely souls, it is Yasmin here from Yasmin's Light Studio. Alright, so where are we? We're in the 1st of July today. Yip yip yay! So what does that mean? Well, we're well and truly in the Cancer season, and we have a new moon eclipse in Cancer Tuesday night, Wednesday. I'm not certain of the time of that, but I'm sure it will pop up in your surroundings at some point. What that does mean though is because it's an eclipse season, meaning that the next couple of moon phases, new moon, full moon and new moon again, means that we are going to have eclipse, solar eclipse, lunar eclipse, etc., etc. Eclipses tends to give us a little bit of a shake-up. It tends to put a darkness over us for a minute, like putting us in a blanket, so blocking out everything that's around us and forcing us to go within, and then it will the blanket will be removed, and then we'll have a new perspective, a shake-up, a new outlook, a new look at things, because you've had that time to go within. Even if it is for 24 hours, insights will come about for you, and you'll have a sudden urge to change things or look at things in a different perspective. You may even have what's called a tower moment in the tarot, where a lightning bolt appears and you're heading in a new direction. So eclipses are good for rejigging, okay, or restarting or resetting the direction in which you're going in. Now, we're also in the shadow phase of a Mercury retrograde, so communication can be maybe a little bit challenging. Now, over the years I've come to accept that, but as I have grown and developed, I've realized that when Mercury does go retrograde, it's actually a really good time to for things to come out from the deep within, come to the surface and be looked at, and it's an opportunity to air all of your concerns, air all of your challenges, air your worries, your dreams, your wishes, okay? Bring them to the surface and get really clear on what that is, and help you to concisely communicate what that is for you. And it's going to be different for everybody. It might be around relationships, it might be around setting healthy boundaries, it could be around money, it could be around a work situation, it could be around family. So there's some people, it might be everything across the board. But don't be scared of a Mercury retrograde. That's pretty much what I'm saying. Allow this to be an opportunity to see things with a different perspective, and to be open and in your integrity when dealing with it, or dealing with whatever comes up. As long as you stay open-hearted and authentic to yourself, there shouldn't be an issue. And if there is an issue, then that's something that needs to be looked at for further healing or processing. Okay, Saturn's doing something really funky at the moment as well, and Saturn is hard lessons. Saturn is a father planet, and it's all about hard lessons. And the North and the South Node, they're doing things as well. So there's lots planetarily going on. We may be feeling like we're being jostled around a little bit, like the ball in the pinball machine. Ting, yep, we've had a good one. Oh no, we're not doing, and we're rolling back down again before we get bounced back up again. So there's, and I know I am feeling like that ball in the pinball machine. Things seems to be going on track, and then bush, I get knocked back again, and then we head in a different direction. So this is all about you honoring your path and stepping into your power of what is authentically right for you, and that is going to be different for everybody. But as long as you follow your heart and speak your truth, stand firmly on the ground. Now, I say it every week, go and ground yourself. I went for a big walk this morning. I took Charlie with me, but it wasn't until I came back, took my shoes and socks off, and stood on the ground, on the earth, on the damp earth, with grass that I actually feel like I anchored myself in. Okay, I highly recommend you do that. And I only did that for maybe 2 minutes, if that, but it enabled me just to recenter and anchor back in. So I do recommend you bare feet on the earth at any point. Best thing ever. Okay, so let's get stuck into it. I am now taking recorded readings. If you're after a recorded reading about a situation, especially around this eclipse season, what's going on for you, how you can best deal with it, where to go from here, you know, and what's sort of opening up for you. I am doing 15-minute readings for $30. You can message me by email or through the Facebook page, and we can get that started. I've done a few of late, and I've been getting great responses for those. So yeah, you need some more direction, more clarification on what comes today. If this resonates with you, then by all means reach out and let's get some clarity for you. Okay, so let's jump into it. We're going to get our Earth Magic cards. I'll turn you down. We have a beautiful crystal healing altar today. Citrine. We've got this gorgeous clear quartz. Needs a bit of a clean. This is one of my favorite ones. This always sits me when I'm doing tuning into readings. Once again, the smoky citrine. Pyrite heart. Isn't that beautiful? I love the pyrite heart. And today we've got celestite or celestite, depending where you're from. So, Earth Magic Energy. Let's get stuck into calling on some guidance from Earth Magic. Do you have some guidance for us today? Some clarity around what's happening with the Earth Magic. Now remember, energy flows. This may only be connected to a certain collective out there. If it resonates with you, then that's great. If it doesn't, that's okay too. Come back, it may resonate at a later date. All right, we want one more card, please, Earth Magic. All right, just got told to reach in, so I'll do that. All right, we have Karma, we have Radiance, and we have Lightning. Didn't I just say that? And we talked about old patterns, which is karmic patterns, cycles. All right. I'm going to pick a few more cards and then we'll do the whole reading together. The Ascended Masters. I've been getting lots of signs of the Ascended Masters being around lately. So if you ever see 333, know that the Ascended Masters are around you and supporting you at this point. Ascended Masters are spiritual souls that once walked the earth and they ascended due to their mastery of spirituality, and they are now here to support us in mastering our own spirituality. So Ascended Masters, can we have some guidance and clarity at this point, please? Oh, these aren't Ascended Masters, beg your pardon, they're goddesses. They're goddesses. Goddesses. Well, we're going to play with the goddesses. There we go. We've got 3 of those. That will do. Excellent. And all right, so we have blossoming. Blossoming. Erakura. Aphrodite. Inner goddess. Ixchel. Medicine woman. All right. And I do want to connect with the universal love cards, but we might leave that to the end. All right, so what have we got? All right, so my feeling is for this week, which is this first week of July, with the eclipse and the new moon happening, do write down your new moon wishes. There's a video on my YouTube channel that you can have a look at. Cleo's here wanting to come up onto my lap at the moment. All right. So tuning into this card, my feeling is there's some healing that needs to occur. All right. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I'm not sure how to pronounce that with the two snakes rolling up the pole, but it is about healing, okay? And it's about healing some old past patterns and internal. Oh, she's just dug her claws in and tried to heave herself up. No. Back to DNA. Excuse me. So this is about you healing, healing some old karmic patterns that have been within your family bloodline for a very long time. So whether that is, and it's going to be different for everybody, maybe it's about setting clear boundaries, maybe it's about trusting yourself, maybe that's about having faith in the universe, maybe it's about extending love and forgiveness to others around you. But there is a lot of healing that's going to occur due to this eclipse energy that's going on at the moment. Not only that, because of the North Node and the South Node doing their dance at the moment, the South Node is about karmic patterns, okay, and the North Node is about your destiny. So healing some old karmic patterns and some old karmic wounds is going to bring new light for you. It's going to bring a new sense of being, a new sense of purpose, a new sense of direction for yourself. And you know what? I'm going to rewind a little bit and say not new, but more about it's going to open that up within you, because it's already there. Oh, we're out of focus. It's already there. It's just been laying dormant due to these old karmic stuff that keeps hovering over the top of it and waiting to be healed. So there's the lightning. So you're going to have like an epiphany. Okay, an epiphany, or something's going to be shaken up or stirred, or a bolt of coming out of the blue. All right, whether that be communication from somebody, whether that be a recognition of something, it could also be some information coming through that you weren't aware of. Alrighty, now it feels like it may be a little bit turbulent, but there is actually calmness in it all. Try to breathe through it and try not to overreact at this point in time, because it is part of, see, now we've got two lightning cards together. See those? Two lightning cards. So there is going to be a bit of a shake-up for a lot of people, especially if you're born in the early 70s, because of early to mid 70s, because that's where the karmic nodes are at the moment. And the dance is happening around for those people in particular. Everyone's going to be affected, but some people more than others. So you can heal what's going on for you. You absolutely can. You may need to reach out for help in order to hold space to move forward better, because sometimes we can't always do everything on our own, can we? Dancing and looking after yourself is absolutely imperative at this point in time. Absolutely imperative. Now, looking after yourself really is about setting clear boundaries ultimately, and making time for your joy to shine. Okay? Very important. And then you've got the Arakura, which is blossoming, and the words say you are just getting started, so have patience with yourself and the process, and do not give up. So these two go together. Alrighty? These two definitely go together. It's all going to happen. The sun is going to shine brightly on you, and it's going to help awaken and trigger the healing that's necessary, okay? So there is a big healing wave happening at the moment, and July will bring a lot of blessings, and a lot of stuff is going to come up to be healed. So, but see the silver lining from that perspective, okay? We can't have an all up all the time or all down at the time. It's going to be, that's the duality that we live in at the moment, okay? There is black and white, but if you can remain calm and down the center, and you can clearly see the black and you can clearly see the white and see how they are both beneficial for you, you'll find that when you move forward, you'll have a lot more balance, and you'll be a lot more level-headed, okay? All right, so, well, we're doing well. A 15-minute one. I haven't done a 15-minute one for a while. We're going to call on the Universal Love cards for just to finish off with the energy for today. Some guidance, please, from the Universal Love cards. Oh, I think that will do. Oh, and that one just jumped out as well. Okay, so Guardian. Oh, I just love these cards. The energy feels so beautiful. So you're being looked after through this tumultuous time. You're being guided, you're being supported, you're being wrapped in wings of love, okay, and nurturing. If you don't feel that, that is okay, but it is true from the etheric perspective, okay, from a spiritual perspective. Try and keep yourself very grounded and tune into your feelings. Carry some crystals with you through the month of July, especially over the next coming days, okay? And then we have Tantric Union. So this is a coming together of the male, the divine feminine, and the divine masculine. This card actually does refer to relationships and sexual connections, but what I'm actually getting for this, it's about you balancing that within yourself, okay? Balancing the male and female within yourself. Yeah, and I'm also getting, so you may have some people from the past may crop up or pop up, especially during this Mercury retrograde phase, and eclipses do that too. They bring awareness to people, so therefore they want to, you may find people wanting to make amends for past behaviors or past actions, okay? And I feel like this is, so some people may connect with people from the past. This is leaning towards lovers, but it may be just people from your past, all right? But you're being protected, you're being guided, so you don't have to entertain anything if you don't want to, but accept the apologies so you can move on and they can move on, okay? And new beginnings can begin. All right, oops. I have the camera precariously placed today. So, oh goodness. Here's Cleo. She's just wanting to climb up on board again. I am going to leave that there. Have a beautiful week. Do write your new moon wishes. I have, like I mentioned, there is a video further back about new moon wishes. Be very clear. All right, be very, very clear. And there is an energy about at the moment that is a little bit challenging and maybe stifling for some people due to all this eclipse energy. So remember to cleanse your environment on a regular basis, smudging, spraying with essential oils, crystal, and calling in white light. If you start to feel like you're waning or heaviness, do the cleansing, okay? You are protected, you are safe, but this energy can be a little bit heavy and can throw us off a little bit. So I am going to leave it there. Be you, be true to you. Have a great week, and I will connect with you soon. Namaste. Bye.